Hello everyone, welcome to Yada Academy YouTube channel. In today's program we are going to discuss on the course Emerging Technology. So this course is given for freshman students in Ethiopian higher institutions. The third chapter that we are going to discuss in today's program is about artificial intelligence. So we try to discuss starting from introduction up to sample applications of AI. So let me start by defining what does mean artificial intelligence itself. So when we define the artificial intelligence, it is a branch of computer science, but the aim is in order to create the intelligent machines. Those can behave like human beings, those can think like human beings, as well as they are able to make different decisions based on their past experience. So the concept of artificial intelligence is derived from or composite of two different words. It is from artificial as well as the intelligence. So the term artificial refers to us a man-made, as well as the term intelligence refers to us a thinking power or the ability of the learning to solve the problems. So these two terms in combination give us the term artificial intelligence or the concept of artificial intelligence, which means the ability of thinking that can be done by human being, or we can say man-made thinking ability. So the concept of artificial intelligence is a copying of some concept of the natural. That means from the human being intelligence or the ability. So the human being ability it is all about taking or acquiring different knowledge from the information, as well as based on those gained information they can perform different decisions. So this concept is a base for the concept of or for the development of artificial intelligence. So this artificial intelligence is, or we can say it is an intelligent machine that can be that can have the human based skills like learning, reasoning, as well as the problem solving. So this the concept of artificial intelligence different from other software developing concept. We are not going to write different programs, or it is already pre-programmed. That means the concept of artificial intelligence is it is all about taught the machines or by having different algorithms. So in order to do that, we first understand the concept of intelligence. So the concept of intelligence or the ability or the intelligence is come from different concepts like reasoning skill, learning skill, problem solving, perception, linguistic intelligence. So in combination, these all things give us the intelligence. So by having this concept of intelligence, the term or the system that we call artificial intelligence systems, they are composed of the agent as well as the environment. The purpose of having this, the concept of agent and the environment with the concept of artificial intelligence system, is that the agent, we can say they are the product or like human or the robot, the goal of artificial intelligence. So these agents can have two things, the perceptrons, or we can say the sensor. Those are used to perceive the input from the environment or different effects from the environment, and they have the effectors. Those can perform the action on the environment. So in order to have the artificial intelligence system, we need these 2 points, agent as well as the environment. The agent sense or perceive the input from the environment, as well as they can act according to their input on the environment. So we have some examples of or high examples of artificial intelligence, like playing games. Sometimes we can play different games in our mobile phone or in our computers. Those are considered as a product of the artificial intelligence. We may have autonomous vehicles, those like drones, driverless cars, and the like. Those are the high profile examples of artificial intelligence, or we can say they are the product of the concept of artificial intelligence. So as an introduction, we also try to see the goal of artificial intelligence. So as we discussed, the goal or the general goal of artificial intelligence is it is all about developing the intelligent system. That intelligent system can replicate the human intelligence. This means it is not about removing or replacing human being, but duplicate the intelligence of human being. And by having this artificial intelligence, the goal is in order to solve different knowledge intensive tasks, or that the tasks, those may be complex, that may need the detailed knowledge. Such kind of tasks can be, or problems can be solved by the AI. And also the other main goal of artificial intelligence is in order to produce, or in order to connect the intelligence with the perception and the action of the environment. So finally, the ability to build a machine that can perform different tasks that require or that need the human intelligence. So by having this goal, we can, or the artificial intelligence will be developed, or the intelligent machines will be developed. So during the development of, or the concept of artificial intelligence, there are some terms those make confusion on the readers or the listeners or the professionals. The term artificial intelligence, machine learning, as well as deep learning, but these terms are different to each other. When we try to compare each of them, the artificial intelligence is a general term that have a goal of developing the intelligent device. In order to develop, or during the on the process of developing these intelligent machines, we try to taught the machines by using different algorithms, such sub part of artificial intelligence that help us in order to taught a machine is said to be machine learning. So we can say machine learning is sub part of artificial intelligence that help a machine in order to learn by using different techniques. Then when we come to the deep learning concept, it is a sub part of machine learning, or a technique that use the concept of neural network from the biological concepts of the neurons. This deep learning is a concept that uses the different hidden layers in order to achieve the concept of the thinking, as well as reasoning and the like concept from the human being. So the deep learning is very specific concept, but when we compare machine learning with the deep learning, it is a little bit wider than the deep learning, but deep learning is sub part of machine learning. Then when we compare the machine learning with the deep machine learning and the deep learning with artificial intelligence is a broader term. So this is how we try to compare the concepts. The other point as introduction, we try to see some points that support or compromises this artificial intelligence. As we know, the concept of artificial intelligence is not only focused on the computer science, but even if it is a branch of computer science or related stream, but it needs different disciplines in order to achieve the concept of intelligence. When we see the concept of the intelligence, it is a combination of different concepts like reasoning, learning, problem solving, perception, and the like. So in order to achieve these concepts, the artificial intelligence need different disciplines like mathematics, biology, neuroscience, philosophy, psychology, and the like. So by having the concepts from these different disciplines, the artificial intelligence is composed of or developed from these discipline areas. For example, if we see the reasoning skill, it may be from the psychology. For example, if we see the problem solving skill, it may be from the mathematics and the like. So by having these different disciplines, the concept of artificial intelligence will be achieved. When we see the advantage and the disadvantage of artificial intelligence, the artificial advantage is known or obvious. It is perform the tasks very accurately or with fewer errors, and also it can perform different tasks in very high speed. It is reliable, and it can perform the tasks that can be risk for human, or that means the artificial intelligence can perform more than the human intelligence and the like. These are the advantages. When we see the disadvantage of artificial intelligence, in order to achieve the goal of, or in order to develop the intelligent system, there is a high cost in order to buy different devices. And also when we see the artificial intelligence, it tries to learn some areas, so it cannot or it can have can't have ability to think out of that given box. It cannot have different feelings, emotion like human beings. So due to that, this is some of the disadvantage, as well as if we see the creativity of the artificial intelligence at the beginning, as we see, it is the human or man-made intelligence. So the creativity is not original. Due to that, or the different peoples may be machine dependent and the like. So this is the disadvantage of artificial intelligence. When we come to the maturity levels of artificial intelligence, there are basically 7 different levels of maturity, starting from the perception up to the self-awareness. When we see the perception ability or the perception maturity level of artificial intelligence, here such kind of the intelligent machines try to answer like what's happening now. That means they are rule based, or based on the given rule they try to give us some meaning. The other maturity level, or we can say the second maturity level of this AI, is notification. Such kind of machines, they try to answer like a machine, what do I need to know, or that means what we are going to, or the machine try to explain based on the context. They try to answer such kind of question. The other maturity level is suggestion. That means they try to recommend some people according or based on some points or past experience. They try to recommend, or they try to suggest. So such kind of maturity level is said to be third maturity level, or we can say the suggestion maturity level. The other maturity levels of AI is automation. Here it try to answer the questions like what should always do. So here the machine try to be autonomous by itself without interaction of human being. It try to perform some tasks always. The other maturity level, or we can say the fifth maturity level, is the ability or the machine does have the prediction ability based on their past experience. They try to predict about some future concept. So such kind of the levels of the AI is categorized as a fifth maturity level, or we can say the prediction. The sixth one is prevention. The machine, those can be categorized under this prevention or sixth maturity level. They try to answer the questions like what can I avoid, what can I have, and the like. So they can have a prevention or protection ability. The last maturity level is situational awareness. So here the machine try to decide what they are going to do right now, what they are going to do in the future based on the situation or based on the context. So this is the last maturity level of the artificial intelligence. The other point is we try to discuss about different types of the artificial intelligence. This is different from the maturity levels. In the maturity level, we try to simply categorize the machine ability or the reasoning skill or the intelligence ability in different levels. But when we discuss the types of artificial intelligence, there are generally 7 different types, but those of different types can be categorized according to the capability as well as according to functionality. When we say the types of artificial intelligence according to the capability, the ability they perform, especially the ability of this artificial intelligence or the intelligent machines can be compared with human being. According to that, we have 3 basic types: narrow artificial intelligence, general artificial intelligence, strong or super artificial intelligence. When we define each of them, when we see the narrow artificial intelligence, they are a type of artificial intelligence or the type of a machine that can have ability of performing some specific or some dedicated tasks. They cannot perform out of that one. For example, if we take the game playing artificial intelligence machines, they are able to perform the games only. So such kind of artificial intelligence or the intelligent machines, we can say narrow artificial intelligence. The other are general artificial intelligence. So the ability of these general artificial intelligences are, or such kind of machines, or the intelligence level of these machines are equivalent with the ability or the efficiency or the intelligence of human being. That means such kind of, or the artificial intelligent machines, those can be categorized under general artificial intelligence. They can perform this tasks, those can be done by the human being. The last type of artificial intelligence, according to the capability, is strong or super artificial intelligence. This can be considered as a surpass human intelligence. That means the machine, those can have the intelligence in order to perform the tasks that may be difficult for human being, or they perform in the special way rather than human beings. So such kind of machines are said to be strong or super artificial intelligence. According to the functionality, we have 4 different types of artificial intelligence. The first one is reactive machines. Such kind of machines, they try to perform the tasks, but they do not have the ability of storing. That means the reactive machines cannot store any kind of things for the future. So due to that, they cannot predict, they cannot perform any kind of thing that based on the future as well as previous. So the reactive machines have they cannot have ability to store the memories, or they do not have memory. Due to that, they cannot store any kind of thing. When we see the other type of artificial intelligence, according to the functionality, limited memory. In opposite to reactive machines, such kind of this limited memory, they have the ability of storing. But the point here is that the things that they are going to store, they use for a short period of time. That means the storage ability is fixed on a few period of time, that they didn't store for a large time or long time. They have ability of storing, but the way of storing or the ability of storing is within a short period of time. The other types of AI, according to the functionality, we can say theory of mind. Such kind of machines, or the machines, those are categorized under the theory of machine. They can understand the human emotions, beliefs, the social interaction, and the like. So such kind of machine can act like human being, or they can understand the human activity. Such kind of machines are said to be theory of mind. The last type of artificial intelligence, according to the functionality, we can say self-awareness artificial intelligence. Actually, such kind of machines consider they will be developed for the future, that the machines, those can perform super intelligence, or the intelligence level is more than human being. That means they have the sentiment concept like hardness, happiness, and the like. So such kind of self-awareness artificial intelligences are not developed yet, but they consider they will become in the future, or we consider they are future of artificial intelligence. The other point on the artificial intelligence are the influencers of artificial intelligence. So these influencers help or support the concept of artificial intelligence to become true or implicable. The first influencers is big data. This big data is a collection of variety amount of data, as well as the data that was ingested in big data are very large in size, very quick, or we can say the velocity, volume, as well as veracity according to the big data is high. That means under the big data, we can have any kind of data like structured, semi-structured, as well as unstructured data. So if we have such kind of a large amount of data, we can have ability to develop any kind of artificial intelligence. So we can consider big data is one of the base or the influencer of artificial intelligence. The other influencer of artificial intelligence is advancement of the computer processing speed, as well as the new chip architecture. That means the ability of the computers in order to perform, or the processing speed is high. As we discussed, according to the big data means it have a huge amount of data. Such data is also produced in a very fast way or quickly. So the computer ability or the processing speed is according to the big data. So due to that, the introducing or the advancement of computer processing speed is one influencers of the artificial intelligence. The other, the introducing of the data science concept or the emergence of data science concept. So this the data science concept try to use different concepts, different methods, different algorithms in order to extract knowledge from different types of the data. So the introducing of such kind of concept is considered as a basic influencers of artificial intelligence. The other influencer is the concept of cloud computing and application program interface, or such kind of introduction or advancement is also another basic concept or basic enablers of artificial intelligence. So we can consider this big data advancement or development in the computer processing speed as well as the data science. Those are the base or the role influencers or enablers of the concept of artificial intelligence. The other point that we are going to discuss under artificial intelligence is application areas of the artificial intelligence. So currently the concept of emerging technology is applicable almost in all industries or sectors. So this artificial intelligence is one type of emerging technology. Due to that, it can be applicable on different areas. That means the applicability of the concept of artificial intelligence is support the human being in order to make daily life comfortable as well as faster. So these are a list of application areas. As we discussed, this artificial intelligence is applicable in different or almost all areas, but in order to see some lists, it can be applicable on the agriculture. So in agriculture areas, this artificial intelligence can be applied as the agricultural robotics, solid and soil testing, crop monitoring, predictive analysis, and the like. So this applicable, the application of artificial intelligence in agriculture is more supportive for the farmers. When we see the application of artificial intelligence in the healthcare, it can be more useful, especially for the fast as well as the better diagnosis in order to support the doctors with the diagnosis and the like. This artificial intelligence is more applicable. The other application area, like in the education, there may be some assisting or student assisting machines, as well as they are the automating grade chatbot in order to communicate with the students as well as the teacher and the like. So it is also more applicable in the education areas. If we see the finance and the e-commerce, it is also applicable, starting from suggesting or recommending the sellers as well as the shoppers in order to according to the size, color, and the like. So this artificial intelligence is more applicable. We can see also the application of artificial intelligence in the gaming, mobile games, computer games, and the like. Or according to the security, data security, or we can say information security, this artificial intelligence is more applicable in the social media. These all are the applicable areas or the application areas of artificial intelligence. From this, we can decide that artificial intelligence can be applicable in almost all areas of human being activity. The last point, not least, it is about the sample application that can be exist today, or in one or another way we try to use, or we are already use these applications. For example, according to email, if we see, we in our emails we have spam filters. Those are in order to filter unnecessary emails. They are email categorization like social email, important email, and the like. So they are already applicable. According to the social network, we have the applications like Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and the like. These are some samples of artificial intelligence in the social network. According to the online shopping, there are the searching artificial intelligence application. They are recommendation or assistance of the sellers and the shoppers. Those are the application of artificial intelligence. If we see the mobile use, in our mobile there may be voice to text translator, we have the personal assistant, Microsoft assistant, and the like. So these are already developed artificial intelligence concept that we use in our daily life currently, as well as we have different artificial intelligence products that we may use in the future. So this is all about the artificial intelligence concept introduction. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to subscribe this Yada Academy, as well as try to share for your friends, colleagues, and the like. Thank you very much.